What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Ardley, and in this video I'm going to walk you through how to start trading cryptocurrencies here in Canada. Here's everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so to get started, the first thing you're going to need to do is choose a platform to start trading on. And what I would recommend if you want to swing trade, meaning that you don't want to buy and sell in the same day, you want to hold for a couple of days, maybe a few weeks or months, I would recommend Newton. Now, Newton is a Canadian platform, and the reason that I like it is because you can deposit and withdraw using e-transfers for up to $10,000, and it happens almost instantly, which is very, very nice. So it costs you nothing to deposit, it costs you nothing to withdraw, and you can send and receive cryptocurrency from your Newton wallet, and you have access to almost all of the major coins that you're going to want to trade. And if you create an account using the link down below, you also get $25 in free crypto as soon as you trade with $100 or more, meaning that you literally get a 25% ROI on your investment as soon as you get started if you use that link down below. Now, if you're somebody that thinks you want to day trade, in that case, I would recommend the platform called KuCoin. Another great platform is also Binance, but Binance is having some troubles in the US as well as in Ontario for Canada. So it does come with some issues, whereas KuCoin, so far, I haven't seen anybody in Canada having issues with KuCoin, and I personally use it for day trading and it works pretty well. The reason that I use KuCoin is because it gives me full technical analysis on my charts, meaning that I can draw all over the charts and make trades based on the charts. It also allows me to use leverage when I'm trading, and it has some staking opportunities. So there's a lot of great features that you can get on KuCoin, and it's kind of the more advanced version of Newton. However, if you're just swing trading or you're more of a long-term holder on these crypto tokens, then Newton is probably going to be the best platform. And I'm going to walk you through both of these platforms here right away. But if you are going to day trade, I still think you should take advantage of that $25 because it's literally completely free. And so here's what the Newton platform looks like. If you want to deposit money and get started, what you need to do is go to the right side here, click on add funds, and then I always deposit with an e-transfer. You could also send in crypto or do a wire transfer, but e-transfer is completely free. Let's say you want to put in $1,000. It will send an e-transfer request to your email address, and you can send up to $10,000 per transfer for a limit of $70,000 per week, which is really, really nice. And then you just click on send the funding request and you're ready to go. Now for me, I have $25 in Canadian currency. Let's just convert that into Bitcoin. So I'm just gonna click on the max button here, and it's gonna convert that automatically into Bitcoin. And that is literally how easy it is to buy and sell cryptocurrency on here. And then when you wanna withdraw your money, you click on the withdraw button, and you can withdraw it via e-transfer, again for up to $10,000. Or you can just send it to another crypto wallet. So super, super nice. And that's the advantage of Newton over Wealthsimple. Wealthsimple, you cannot send cryptocurrency to and from different wallets. Whereas with Newton, you can do that very easily. And you also have a $10,000 e-transfer limit, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you want to start doing some research on some coins, you just click on them here on the Newton dashboard. I usually like to look at things on a candlestick chart. Basically, each one of these candlesticks represents a time frame. Right now, we're on a 5-minute time frame, but you could change it to a 1-minute time frame or whichever one fits best for your trading style. You can also buy and sell right here, which is really, really nice. And then you can do some more research on some other coins down here, and you can see all of the same information. Now, if you want to start day trading, that's when I would start moving over to KuCoin. And here's the dashboard for KuCoin. It's fairly simple. And once you create an account, you go over to your assets here, and you have a couple of different accounts that you can move your money between. First thing you're going to want to do is move your money from your main account where it gets deposited over to the trading account. Once you have your money in your trading account, you can buy and sell any cryptocurrency you want, which is really, really nice. All you do is click on the trade button right here, and it's going to bring you to a new dashboard. Now, at first glance, this dashboard is going to look really, really complicated, but I want to walk you through everything real quick. So starting in the top left-hand corner, you can see it says BTC. That stands for Bitcoin/USDT. That stands for US dollar tether. And what you need to know is that anytime you're trading a currency, you're actually trading what's called a currency pair, because when I buy US dollars with Canadian dollars, I'm selling my Canadian dollars and converting it into US dollars. And so there's two currencies, and there's one on either side of that transaction. And that's what happens anytime you sell a cryptocurrency, is that you are selling Cardano to buy Bitcoin, or you're selling Solana to buy Cardano, whatever it is, you're trading in a currency pair. And what you are trying to do is hold the currency that is going to be most valuable over time. So for right now, which one is going to be more valuable? Is it going to be one Bitcoin, or is it going to be 41,573 US dollar tethers? And so that's what we are looking at right now. We are looking at this on a 1 minute time frame. So each one of these green or red candles here represents 1 minute, and as of right now, one Bitcoin is worth 41,548 tether. Now again, we can change up the time frame on these candles, so we can go from a 1 minute candle to a 5 minute candle to a 30-minute candle, and we can even zoom out all the way to a daily candle, where you can see the price basically bounced off $40,000 right here. It ran up to a high of around 67, 68,000 right here, and has now come back down, and we are trading right around 40 to 41,000 right here. And so very, very interesting. That is what the chart looks like. And then the different lines that you can see following the price here. So we've got a purple, an orange, and a blue line. You can see those three right here. Those are moving averages, and those basically take the closing price over the last X number of days, and they create a line. And so if it takes 5 days, that is the blue line right here. If it averages out 10 days, that is going to be this orange line right here. And then the average price over the last 30 days is going to be this purple line right here. And the moving averages just help us to understand what direction the price is moving in. And so if the moving averages are moving up and the price is above the moving averages, that would mean that we're going in the bullish direction and we're moving higher. If the price is trading below the moving averages and the moving averages are moving in the downward direction, that would mean that the currency is trading in a negative direction, or it means that Bitcoin in this case is becoming less valuable compared to the US dollar T. Now, I'm sure you've noticed a bunch of other stuff on this screen here. So on the right-hand side here, we've got the order book, and this is basically everybody that's willing to sell and what price they're willing to sell and the amount, as well as all the people willing to buy and at what price they're willing to buy and the amount. And then on the right-hand side here are all of the transactions that are currently going through. This is all of the buys and sells. And so as soon as somebody that's willing to buy, as soon as their price matches with somebody that's willing to sell, those two orders will execute, and that's what you can see happening on this right-hand column. On the bottom side here, you can see our ability to place orders. We can buy and sell Bitcoin. And then on the bottom here, on the left-hand side, you can see our open orders, stop orders, order history, and our trade history. And you can see everything that we are doing right here. So this will kind of keep track of what we're doing throughout the day. The price chart is in the middle here. This is going to determine what we are trading, and we can even change between BNB or Ethereum or Bitcoin, whatever we want to trade. We have full control over it. And then these green and red bars at the bottom here, these are super important because this represents the volume. This represents how many Bitcoin are actually being traded in that day, or Ethereum or Cardano or Solana, whatever you're looking at. But the more volume that you have, the more confirmation you have of that price direction. So if we start to see the price moving up and we see increasing volume, that would be a very strong buying sign. If we start to see the price moving down and again we see increasing volume, that would be a very strong selling sign. And what we are trying to do here is use as many of those good quality signals and signs as we can to try and create an idea of what direction the price is going in. And then what we want to do is try and hold the more valuable currency of the pair. So for right now, it's Bitcoin to US dollar, and we want to try and hold whichever one is going to be most valuable over the next time period, whatever we are trading on, whether we're day traders or swing traders or long-term investors. We want to hold whichever one's going to be more valuable over time. Now, the way that you actually decide which one's going to be more valuable over time is by making your trades, and that's what you can do down here in the bottom right. So for us, just to get started, we're going to go with market trades because that's the easiest thing to understand. And a market trade is basically when you want to go out and buy Bitcoin, you place an order that is a market order. It is going to fill that order at the next price that somebody is willing to sell the Bitcoin at. And so if you place a market order, your order is going to go at the next price that somebody is willing to sell at. If you place a market order to sell, it's going to sell at the next level somebody is willing to buy at. And so what this means is that if you see the price of Bitcoin is exactly $41,000 and you click a market order to buy a large stake in Bitcoin, you may drive that price up because it's going to have to fill all of those orders above it in order to complete your order. Now, for us right now, as you can see, I currently have an available Bitcoin balance of 0.02 Bitcoin. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dive in here. We're going to start to do a little bit of technical analysis to understand which one we think is going to be more valuable over time. Is it going to be Bitcoin, or or is it going to be US dollars? And so as you can see, the price has bounced off this $41,000 level, and it even tested $40,000 right here at around 1 in the morning right here. It looks like today actually, and so super interesting trading. And if we go all the way back here, you can actually see where this price tested $40,000 in the past. You can see it right here in September, and so really interesting that we are now testing this exact same level. And so what we are going to do here is we're going to zoom in a little bit more to try and get a direction of where price is going right now. And so as you can see here, we came all the way down to around $39,000. We worked our way back up, and now we're sort of starting to trade sideways over the last little while. And if we zoom into the 1 minute candles here, we can see that we're actually starting to go lower. You can see we've got a high here right around 41,900, and then it drops down to 41,800, and again it drops down to 41,700. And so we are going in the bearish direction, we're going in the downward direction, and I'm just going to draw a line to connect these highs so that we can kind of understand where that resistance is. And as you can see, we are definitely trading in a lower or in a bearish direction because the lows are getting lower and the highs are getting lower. So we are going downwards, which means I might want to sell my Bitcoin and hold US dollar tether because I think it's going to be more valuable in the short term. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sell all of the Bitcoin that I have. I currently have 0.02 Bitcoin, and I'm going to sell it at a market price. So I'm going to click on 100% of that position, and I'm going to convert my Bitcoin into US dollar tether because I think, based on my technical analysis here, the Bitcoin is going in the bearish direction, and I think US dollar tether is going to be more valuable over the next, let's call it 2 to 3 hours here. Now, we did have a nice little spike up right now, so maybe I'm wrong here. We'll just use this as an example, but this is going to be how it works. So I'm going to click on sell Bitcoin. It's going to give me a little circle there, and then as you can see, it has now basically confirmed my trade right there. And if you look here, I now own $843 USDT, and it has converted my Bitcoin into US dollar tether. And so really nice. And now what I've done there is I've sold my Bitcoin, I've gathered US dollar tether. If Bitcoin decides to either bounce off of support here or break out through previous resistance, I can then convert that US dollar tether back into Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin rises up, I'll be able to make a ton of profit. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to make a ton of profit just holding US dollar tether because it's a stable coin, which means it's pegged to a $1 valuation USD. And so maybe what I want to do now is go out and buy something else. So let's take a look at BNB and let's see what BNB looks like, and maybe I want to go out and I want to buy some BNB. So this is what it looks like over the last sort of few hours on 1 minute candles, and as you can see here, we are sitting on some pretty major support right around $420. I'm just going to draw a price level right here, horizontal line. And as you can see right there around $420, we have bounced off it several times. So let's say that I think we're going to see a bounce off of 420. That's my hypothesis. That's what I think is about to happen. Well, in that case, that means that I think BNB is going to be more valuable than USDT over the next few hours. So what I want to do is I want to hold BNB. And so in this case, instead of placing a market order, because we've already done that, I'm actually going to place a limit order. And a limit order is basically saying, here is the maximum amount that I'm willing to pay for BNB or for Bitcoin or for Ergo or for whatever coin you're talking about. It basically caps out the maximum price you're willing to pay, or it limits the lowest price that you're willing to sell at on the other side. And so we need to enter the maximum price in USDT that we're willing to pay for one BNB. And so for us right now, current price is $422 and about 45 cents. The maximum price that I want to pay for one BNB is going to be 423 USDT. And I want to go out and I want to buy one BNB right now. We're just going to take a small position and we're going to hope that this bounces off of 420. We're currently trading at 422 right now and we're getting pretty close to our lows here. So we will, oh, look at that. Nice little gap up over the last little while. Let's get this trade in. Buy BNB. So now you can see that we have successfully bought one BNB, and if this begins to move higher, it is going to be more valuable with regards to its comparison to US dollar tether, and at any point I can decide to sell my BNB, cash in my USDT, which is a stable coin, and at that point it's pretty much the same as holding US dollars. So that is my tutorial on how to trade cryptocurrencies here in Canada. I highly recommend taking advantage of the $25 that is completely free with Newton. And if you want to swing trade or long-term invest, I think that's a great place to be. If you want to do some day trading and get more involved, then KuCoin is probably going to be your best bet. And I will link both of those down below in the description to this video. I also have a completely free course on how to get started in cryptocurrency. So if you're interested in a more in-depth guide that goes a little bit slower and a little bit more in-depth about how to get started, set up a wallet, deposit money, everything is going to be in there, and it is hosted on Skillshare. It's completely free. The link is down below, and you get 2 weeks of free access when you sign up with that link. So you can do my course, you can do anybody else's course. And wow, we are making money on our BNB right now. This is doing well. So definitely check out the links down below. I will see you there, and I hope you got some value out of this video. Please remember to click that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.